friends!
Hi, Lizzie!
Guess what? I finished everything on my list. It felt so good to get it all done. And I learned a Bible story about someone else who made a good choice, even when it was hard. Do you want me to tell it to you?
Yes!
Do you remember our last story about Joseph?
Not really.
Oh, I have an idea. I'll give you clues to guess. Joseph had a lot of these in his family.
Brothers!
Yes, Joseph had 11 brothers, and some of those brothers made a horrible choice. They sold Joseph to people who took him to a country far away from everything and everyone Joseph had ever known. It was a land with thieves.
It's a pyramid!
That's right. Do you remember the name of the country? It starts with these sounds. Egypt.
Egypt!
Yep, you got it. Our story picks up after Joseph was taken to Egypt. The Bible said he had worked hard as a slave for a man named Potiphar. Potiphar is a name we don't hear very often. Can you say Potiphar with me?
Potiphar!
Here's what I think is interesting. Potiphar was an Egyptian man who had probably never heard about our God, but he noticed Joseph was different from anyone else who had ever worked for him. Potiphar could see that God was with Joseph. Potiphar put Joseph in charge of everything he owned.
This shows someone you work for a company.
What could it be? Let's put on our binoculars to help us.
It's worn where everyone can see it.
Do you think it's the name badge like the one my mom wears at the hospital?
Yes!
She gave me her old badge to play with. Let's put Joseph's name on the badge to show that he was in charge of lots of things. Joseph made decisions about things like how to manage the food for all the people who lived in Potiphar's house and how to take care of the animals Potiphar owned. Joseph worked really hard, and the Bible again says that God was with him. With Joseph taking care of Potiphar's house, things went smoothly, and Potiphar gained more animals and more money. But one day something happened to make Potiphar really unhappy. Potiphar's wife wanted Joseph to make a horrible decision, one that would hurt Potiphar and make Joseph sin against God. Do you think Joseph chose to make a sinful choice, or do you think he made a good choice?
Good choice!
You're right. God helped Joseph make a good choice, even though it must have taken a lot of bravery and courage from Joseph. Guess what? This part makes me really sad for Joseph. Even though Joseph made a good choice, Potiphar's wife lied, and Potiphar sent Joseph to... It's another clue!
This closes and only opens with a key.
What could it be? Let's put on our binoculars to help us find it.
It holds chains and metal bars together.
Do you think it's my lock?
Yes!
Poor Joseph. Potiphar sent him to jail. But Joseph's story didn't end there. God was with Joseph in jail, just like when he worked for Potiphar. So the man in charge of the jail liked Joseph. The Bible says Joseph was given a job taking care of things in jail. It wasn't what Joseph probably would have chosen to do, but God was still with Joseph. Ooh, I hear Grandpa coming. Let's see if he can guess the story we talked about.
Lizzie! Oh, hi kids. Hey, was Lizzie here?
Yes.
Were you and Lizzie exploring a Bible story together?
See if you can guess it.
Okay, let's see. Well, I've got a badge here and the name Joseph on it. But you know, there's quite a few stories about Joseph in the Bible. I wonder which one it was. Okay, here's a lock. Where is a lock used? Oh, I think I know. Is it when Potiphar sent Joseph to jail?
You got it, Grandpa.
Hey, yes, good to see you. Well, I'm glad that I got that one.
But Grandpa, Joseph's story is not so good. Why did things like that happen to him?
Well, you know, Lizzie, that's a great question. Matter of fact, that's a question I've often asked myself at times. The answer is that we live in a world with sin. And people choose to do things that God tells them not to do. They do things that make God's heart sad. But you know, God promises us two really important things. One, God is always with us and will always help us to make good choices even when other people don't.
Grandpa, that's our faith fact today. God helps me make good choices. Let's ring the bell and say it one more time.
God helps me make good choices.
choices.
And Lizzie, the second thing is that God promises that if we follow Him, we will go to heaven one day. And heaven will be perfect. It'll be the way that God wanted the world to be without sin. We will see Jesus, and every moment will be happy and beautiful. Oh, and guess what? There'll be hugs too. And I'm so glad there's hugs on earth.
I love you, Grandpa.
Oh, I love you too, sweetheart.
You are loved as well, friends. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Lizzie. Bye, Grandpa.